Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. I'm about to share with you an incident so moving that I'm sure it'll bring tears to your eyes. One night, our Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam came to his daughter Hazrat Fatima's house. Hazrat Fatima and Hazrat Ali were sleeping while Hazrat Hassan was crying due to hunger. Hearing the sound of crying, Hazrat Fatima started to get up. Hazrat sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam immediately took a vessel and retrieved milk from a goat in the courtyard. He fed Hazrat Hassan the milk himself. Hazrat Hassan drank milk to his heart's content and then went to sleep quietly. Hazrat Salman Farsi reports that once while we were sitting in Masjid-e-Bawar with Hazrat sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, a woman suddenly ran in saying that Hassan and Hussain were lost and would be returning in a long time. Hazrat sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam immediately instructed Sir Ishbir Ikram to get up and search for his sons. All the companions spread out in all directions in Medina. Hazrat Salman Farsi said that I started searching with Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. Despite a thorough search, Hassan Hussain remained missing. Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam was extremely worried and actively sought his sons. When Allah's Messenger sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam started climbing a mountain leading towards the forest, after climbing for some time, we heard the sound of two birds in the distance. We knew it was Hassan and Hussain. We hastened our steps, and when we reached them, we saw that Hassan and Hussain were standing close to each other, with a black snake coiled on its tail and hissing in their direction. Fire was coming out of its mouth. This snake, sent by Allah, was meant to prevent Hassan and Hussain from entering the forest, where there were many wolves that could harm them. To protect the flowers of his holy clothes, Allah sent a green snake, which was stopping these two from moving ahead. These snakes, taken aback by the green snake, began to vocalize loudly to each other. When the snake saw Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, it turned and left, heading back into the forest. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam proceeded, embraced Hassan and Hussain, and, caressing their faces, declared, "O my children, my parents are sacrificed for you. How loyal are you to my Allah?" Then Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam made Hassan ride on his right shoulder and Hussain ride on his left shoulder, and he took them towards Medina. Hazrat Salman Persian reports that when he witnessed this, he immediately praised Hassan and Hussain, saying, "O children, your ride is very good." Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam then revealed that there were many riders accompanying the vehicle. When sallallahu alayhi wasallam arrived in the Masjid-e-Nabawi, the cries of Saints Hassan and Hussain reached his ears. This caused him to become restless, and he quickly reached his daughter Fatima's house and knocked on the door. Hazrat Fatima asked who was there. He declared, "I am your father." Hazrat Fatima replied, "Father, I cannot open the door right now because I do not have a veil big enough to cover myself with. My old veil is torn and it is present. If I cover my head with it, my legs are exposed. If I cover my legs with it, I can't open the door." Sallallahu alayhi wasallam, hearing this, felt an intense surge of emotion. He threw his veil from over the wall into the house and firmly said, "O daughter Fatima, cover yourself with this veil." Hazrat Fatima covered herself with that veil and came and opened the door. When Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw the face of his daughter Fatima, he was overcome with sadness because the face of Hazrat Fatima, the most beautiful daughter of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was falling from the spot. He was pale, his eyes had lost their color, and a strange sadness clouded his face. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam immediately addressed his daughter, "O daughter, what has befallen you?" Hazrat Fatima respected Allah Ta'ala anha replied, "O my dear father, I have been starving for many days. I have not eaten anything due to hunger, and my condition is such that I do not even have the strength to get up from the bed." Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam was moved to tears by his daughter's condition, and he embraced her, weeping for a long time. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam inquired, "O my dear daughter, why are my sister and Hussain crying?" Hazrat Fatima respected Allah Ta'ala anha replied, "O my father, they have not eaten for 2 days. There is nothing to eat in the house. They are hungry and crying." Upon hearing this, Her Sallallahu Ta'ala Alayhi Wasallam embraced his daughter Fatima, saying, "O my daughter, do not worry. Bring Hassan and Hussain to me." Fatima brought both her children to Her Sallallahu Ta'ala Alayhi Wasallam. He placed his thumb in Hassan's mouth and he bit it loudly. This was a significant moment for Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam from the perspective of Allah Ta'ala. It is recorded that during this time, milk emerged from Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam's thumb and Hazrat Hassan drank it, after which he became silent. Then, Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam confidently placed his thumb in Hazrat Hussein's mouth and he sucked it for a long time. Then the sound of Dahari started and Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam went to the mosque. This incident had just passed a few days ago when one day Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam was sitting in his house when Hazrat Fatima came home. He asked her, "O daughter Fatima, how are you?" When she came, Hazrat Fatima opened a corner of her scarf and tied half a roti in it. She placed it in front of him and said, "Abayan, I have brought this half roti as a gift. Please accept it." Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam asked, "O Fatima, what happened?" Hazrat Fatima Radallahu Ta'ala Anha replied, "O Messenger of Allah, we all in the house were hungry for many days. My husband, Hazrat Ali, did a good deed and brought some flour. I made some rotis. One roti was fed to Hassan and the other to Hussain. One roti was eaten by my husband Ali and I gave one roti to poor Sale. Finally, I received my share of the roti. While eating it, I had a thought. O Fatima, you could be comfortably sitting in your house eating roti while your father, Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam, is hungry for days. Similarly, this thought came to my mind. I brought half of my roti tied in a scarf to your service. Take it." Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam looked at his daughter Fatima with love. He took the roti in his hand and said, "I swear by the one who has my life in his possession. 3 days passed and not even a morsel of food went into my stomach." After Hazrat Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam's death, Hazrat Abu Bakr Allahu Ta'ala Anhu became the caliph and then Hazrat Umar Allahu Ta'ala An became the caliph. The people were extremely afraid of Hazrat Umar, so much so that even women would run away when they saw him. One day, while Hassan was playing with the children outside the house, Hazrat Umar suddenly appeared as the master of Allah Ta'ala. When the boys saw Hazrat Umar, they immediately stopped playing and ran away. Hazrat Hassan was left alone. Hazrat Hassan was livid. He accused Hazrat Umar of ruining his game. Hazrat Hassan was livid. He demanded, "Are you not the slave of my grandfather?" Hearing this, Hazrat Umar started crying and made Hazrat Hassan sit on his lap. He said, "O my slave, even on the day of doomsday, give testimony of this that I am your grandfather's slave." Subhanallah. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to it. We will meet you in the next video.